quickest you've witnessed a wedding completely implode. Literally 3 minutes. I was playing cello at my neighbor's wedding, intimate ceremony in her garden. The bride, Sarah, had organized everything on her own after her fiancé Derek got laid off half a year earlier. The whole block had witnessed Sarah change from this lively single mother into somebody who said sorry for breathing. She used to play music loud while tending her flowers, giggle freely on her deck with Mia. Now she walked on eggshells, constantly checking behind her. Sarah looked gorgeous but worn down. Heavy concealer couldn't hide the dark circles. She'd been pulling double shifts at the restaurant to cover everything. The gown, the bouquet, even the band. I'd watch her return home past midnight, sorting wrinkled bills at her kitchen counter under that fluorescent light. Some evenings I'd hear quiet sobbing through our connecting wall. These last couple weeks, Mia had been coming over to my place more often, just appearing after school, wanting to play with my cat. She'd startle whenever a door banged shut, flinch at raised voices. Last Wednesday, she'd asked me whether grown-ups sometimes lie to keep kids safe. Derek stood at the altar scrolling through his phone during his own ceremony. He'd give one-word answers when Sarah attempted to bring him into conversations with people. When her older aunt praised Sarah's gown, Derek scoffed and mumbled something about throwing money away. Sarah's smile stayed frozen, but I noticed her shoulders go rigid. The attendees were mainly Sarah's coworkers from the restaurant and some neighbors. Derek's section was practically vacant, only his bar buddy from the job site and a cousin who seemed mortified to be present. Mia sat front row wearing a yellow outfit that was obviously too tight. She kept pulling at the sleeves, yanking them down past her wrists. When she embraced Sarah before the ceremony, I caught her whispering something desperate in her mom's ear. Sarah just shook her head and said, "Not now, sweetheart. Today needs to be happy." Throughout the vows, Derek hardly glanced at Sarah. He mumbled his lines while checking text messages. His phone wouldn't stop buzzing. Somebody was flooding his notifications. Sarah's voice trembled when she recited her vows, opening her heart about fresh starts and creating a family together. I observed Mia the entire ceremony. She looked petrified. Her small hands were balled up in her lap, knuckles bone white. She kept looking back and forth between her mom and Derek like she was planning something. The officiant beamed warmly. "If anyone has objections to this marriage, speak now or forever hold your peace." Mia's tiny hand flew up. "I object," she announced in this small voice. Everyone laughed uncomfortably. The officiant smiled and said, "Mia, honey, that's not how this works." But Mia moved forward. "Derek hurt my mom yesterday. I saw the marks on her back when she was changing." The entire garden went completely silent. Sarah's expression shifted from humiliated to panicked in seconds. Derek started laughing. "Kids say the wildest things, right? She's just mixed up." Mia approached her mom and gently pulled back Sarah's dress sleeve. There were dark purple fingerprints on her upper arm. Sarah's brother rose from the front row. "Sarah, is this real?" Sarah started crying. Not happy tears, genuine frightened tears. That's when Derek grabbed Mia's wrist hard. "You little brat, you destroyed everything!" Mia cried out in pain. Sarah's brother knocked Derek to the ground. Two other men jumped in. The entire wedding erupted into chaos. Sarah scooped up Mia and squeezed her close. "I'm sorry, sweetheart. I'm so sorry I didn't listen." The cops arrived 20 minutes later. Somebody had called when they heard yelling. Derek got arrested right there in his wedding suit. Turns out he'd been beating Sarah for months, always where the marks wouldn't show. Mia had been trying to warn her mom for weeks, but Sarah kept defending him. That little girl rescued her mom's life by speaking up when it counted most. The marriage lasted literally 3 minutes. From I do to handcuffs. One subscribe means a lot to me.